Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy David Lucas, man. And I know y'all have seen that crazy ass video that has came out of Dallas. The parents took their kids to some type of drag show or whatever type of show it is, and it's causing a lot of hoorah. We'll watch the video and we'll get back into it, man. I'm kind of glad that this guy went and exposed that, bro, because in my head, exposing kids to any type of sexuality at that early of an age is child abuse, whether it's heterosexual sex or homosexual sex. It don't matter. I have young kids. I don't want them seeing either one at that age. All right, man. So here we go.
Just another weekend in Weimar. On Saturday, a nightclub in Dallas held an event called Drag Your Kids to Pride. At the event, little kids danced with drag queens and tipped them with dollar bills. This is grotesque. Sexualizing children always is. So there were a small number of brave protesters outside. One of them was our friend Alex Stein. He tried to get into the event because it was a public event, and so he was assaulted. Why? I'm not letting
Look at that. I love it. Alex Stein is doing God's work.
Take the L. Face off. Face off. Face off. Y'all better watch out. Get away. Get away.
I wish I would have known about it.
Take your mask off.
I wish I would have known about it, bro. I wish I'd have known about it because I would have been down there in Dallas with my boy Alex Stein. He used to host Cheaters. So he likes causing a ruckus. He likes catching people in situations that he feels they should not be in. That's the fact that they had members of the LGBTQ community down there, whatever they're doing, holding security or trying to, form a fort so that people can't get in, lets me know that they knew it was something that would have the public outraged, right? Because if you have a regular brunch or what's this, drag your kids to brunch, something like that, drag your kids to brunch with children, they knew it was going to cause outrage. So here's the thing. I don't think that community realizes that nobody is fighting to keep y'all from doing y'all, right? The problem is it's being thrown into our faces daily. At the beginning of the year, it was the swimmer, and now we have the dancer, cheerleader, whatever it is for the Panthers, and then we have this the Pride Burger at Burger King, and then we have this drag your kids to brunch. Listen, adults who want to participate in that, fine. Allow kids to have a fair shot at life. Allow them to choose whatever they want to choose. I don't feel kids should be forced into a religion or any type of sexuality at an early age. It's almost like you're pressuring them or conditioning them. You should not be conditioning a kid, whether it's straight or gay dancers, to be tipping them with money. This is only acceptable because it's that community. If I were to throw a bring your kids to strip brunch here in LA with girls that just danced in bikinis with their asses out, and we had a whole bunch of young boys tipping them dollars and making it rain, there would be so much outrage. So much outrage. But because this is, a part of that community, we're supposed to just go with it. Like, on some real stuff, if I would have found out either of my kids attended that, I would be right now in court filing for sole custody. It is child abuse, it's child neglect, and it's downright not right. Straight or gay, I don't go with it. I don't care if they were gay men. I don't care if they were straight men. I don't care if they were gay women. I don't care if they were straight women. I don't care if it was a transgender woman. My kids should not be exposed to that. Period. You have, like, everybody in the world is concerned with kids and gun violence. So why not treat this with the same urgency? Protect our children. Leave them innocent. When I was so kids now, my daughter has talked to me about suicide. She's in the first grade. Not that she wanted to commit suicide, but she's had friends that have said they were depressed and they want to commit suicide. When I was in the first grade, I didn't even know what the hell suicide was. I really didn't know what suicide was until I was in high school. And I damn sure didn't know anybody who committed suicide when I was in high school. Why are kids nowadays exposed to so much? Why do they know so much? Why are they so depressed? Why are they committing suicide? Because they are exposed to way too much. Kids should not have that much exposure at such an early age. It's too much for them to comprehend. It's too much for them to compute. They're overwhelmed. They're little brains, very intelligent brains, complex brains, but they're still little. They still have a kid's mind, regardless if you think your kid speaks well for their age, regardless if your kid is smarter for that age. At the core, they are still a child. That's the problem. They're still a child, and I think a lot of people don't see that. Our kids are exposed to way too much, and that overloads their brain, and then they get depressed. They're concerned with social media. They're concerned with the comments on YouTube. I limit both of my kids' YouTubes. My 7-year-old still has YouTube Kids. I've seen some of these crazy ass shows that she watched. You know, I used to be a parent who thought that, you know, okay, just let her get on YouTube on the iPad and she'll be fine. Until one day I heard some of the stuff they were talking about. And I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell to the nah. YouTube Kids from now on, Yuri. That's it. That's over with, baby. You're way too young to hear about these adults talk about that. And I'm from the South. I grew up where a child had to be in a child's place. When I grew up, dog, you couldn't even be, and I'm not even 40. I'm just 30, right? When I was growing up, you couldn't even be in the room with adults. If adults were speaking, my parents and grandparents would make you leave the room. Go in there with children. Grown folks in here talking. This ain't where you're supposed to be at. And that kept me an innocent child. I believed in Santa Claus, so I was damn near able to drive to school. Because I was the only fool in high school talking about, yeah, man, I can't wait for Santa Claus to come to my house. They like, what? I was such an innocent child, bro. A badass child, but I was an innocent child. And that's one thing. I was an innocent child. But that's one thing. That's one thing I think we should afford the opportunity to our kids, is to allow them to continue to be children, right? I truly. All right, but man, we got to pay some bills right quick. We are coming to you live from my sponsor, Lucid. Look at that. This is red mango. This is some red mango Lucy gum. This is a good flavor, but I also prefer, I got a lot of these, man. I also prefer the citrus berry. So if you go to lucy.co, use my promo code David-Lucas to save 20% off, or use it all, David space Lucas to save 20% off, or use it all as one word, David Lucas all together. I like to use this. As you see, it's very small. It's very discreet. You can use these at work. You can pop these in a business meeting. You know, sometimes your boss might be getting on your nerves and you're like, man, I just need my nicotine. And there you go. You might not have time to go on a break to light up. You can just pop you a nicotine gum or a Lysogen. I like them, like I say, all the time for the planes. Like sometimes I get a little antsy on the plane, especially them 4-5 hour flights, dog, and I need some nicotine, bro. I legit need some nicotine. I must give you this disclaimer. This product does contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. So if you want to grab this Lucy gum, go to lucy.co and grab it and use my promo code David Lucas to save 20% off. I prefer the citrus berry or the red mango. Y'all let me know what y'all like. But go check it out, man. Grab something. We paying bills, man. Y'all like to listen to me talk. Go grab some gum, bro. Go grab a Losartan. It's not that much. So, the state of Texas, the great state of Texas, that will soon be my home in August. So glad I'm moving there, bro, just to have a more centered life, less expensive life, and to be around my comrades. So following the Dallas event, Texas lawmaker says that he will file legislation to ban minors from drag shows. I don't see anything wrong with that. Right? So they said that Dave Chappelle was influencing harm, right? And danger when he was talking about trans people. And now they're protecting the children. That's all most people care about, is protecting the children. Do not expose them to too much. They are little people. Don't expose our kids. These are the kids that have to run our country. They're going to take care of us when we're old, right? So let them be kids. Let them get that out the way, and then they can become adults and choose what the hell they want to choose. Dallas bar Mr. held an event called Drag the Kids to Pride drag show on Saturday, which drew both supporters and protesters. A Texas state representative says he will file a bill at the next legislative session that will ban minors from drag shows following an event in Dallas over the weekend that drew both supporters and protesters. On Saturday, Dallas bar Mr. held an event called Drag the Kids to Pride in the city's Oaklawn neighborhood. Organizers called it a family-friendly event where kids could dance with performers. That is not right. I don't even like my kids around grown-ups unless they're family. Videos from the event sparked criticism throughout social media and even led to protests at the bar on Saturday. The criticism surrounded the idea of children being involved with the drag show. While many criticized the event, one Texas lawmaker is going a step further by announcing he will be looking to file legislation in response to Saturday's event. State Rep Brian Slayton, who represents areas of Hunt, Rains, and Van Zant counties in East Texas, said on Monday that he will file a bill during the next legislative session in 2023 that would ban minors from attending drag shows. Round of applause for Texas. Keep the kids safe. Keep them kids. He released a statement in part. The events of this past weekend were horrifying and show a disturbing trend in which perverted adults, perverted adults are obsessed with sexualizing young children. How are you any better than a man that grooms a child to be his spouse? That side, the left side, is the side that wants to cancel people, straight people, or whatever they are, perverts, for doing stuff like this. But yet, they are sexualizing young children. How are you any better than the people that you oppose? I just want to know. He said, as a father of 2 young children, I would never take my children to a drag show, and I know Speaker Dade Phelan and the rest of my Republican colleagues wouldn't either. He added that he's looking forward to altering legislation to defend kids from being subjected to drag shows and other inappropriate events. Good job. Great job. A worker at Mr. A.G. Cruz told WFAA on Saturday that the event allowed people to express themselves. No. Children don't even know what that really means. They're kids. You can ask a 2-year-old, what's your favorite color? And they're going to say ice cream. What do you mean express themselves? There were a lot less people drinking today, so that would make it more kid friendly just because there were so many people here. Cruz said, everyone just came from all walks of life and, just enjoyed Pride. In a statement to WFAA, the bar said Saturday, Drag the Kids to Pride event was a spinoff of its weekly drag shows in that it was open to people of all ages. The bar added that the event was also raising money for a local LGBTQ plus youth organization. Don't try to clean it up in the end. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to clean it up in the end, dog. Sexualizing young children is exactly what it is. I live in West Hollywood. Like I always say in my videos, I have zero problem with gay people. Zero. They're friendly. They like my jokes. And they really don't give a damn about what I do as long as they can drink they little wine and they mimosas and wear they tight hoochie daddy shorts. That's all they care about. There are drag shows. I'm a half a block away from Santa Monica. There are drag shows from my cross streets on Santa Monica all the way to La Cienega and past. There are 8 blocks of drag shows on the weekends. Do I give a damn? No. Am I taking my kids? Hell no. Y'all say my body, my choice, right? Well, my kid, my choice. That's how I look at life. All right, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. It's a very... I felt passionate about it because, you know, of course, I have little kids, and I know a lot of people who have little kids are probably going to feel the same. I would really like to hear from a gay couple who has kids. I would like to hear what y'all had to say about this. Would you take your kids there? Do you feel like it's sexualizing children? I want to hear your perspective. I would love to. Please leave it in the comment. I'll try to get my producer to find your comment, or you can email me. Email me at bookdavidlucas@gmail.com. Email me your response from a gay couple with children, letting me know if you think this is right or wrong. And I want to hear your perspective. Thank y'all. Peace.